Hi Gemini, welcome to this special reading. This is to see us out of 2022, so it's a goodbye 2022. Doing this in November, so it'll last the next sort of 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks. Depends when you get to it. You could be looking at this on Christmas Day for all I know. I am doing the True Black as usual, Clarify with Heidi's Black Violet deck. And then I've already drawn you a White Light Oracle, Spirit Oracle and an Unremarkable Oracle card, and we'll put those on the top at the end and just go through those. So let's get to it and see what we have. Gemini. Destiny. That's a bit open-ended. Oh, love to see that. Destiny, the Sun, Six of Pentacles, the Nine of Wands come up a lot. He's come up a few times as well. The Tower, the Four, Temperance, nice mix of, oh lovely, the Fool, nice mix of major and minor cards there. I'd love to see that. This card, when I was doing the readings and started this morning, this card literally pinged out of the deck, and I did wonder whether, the first reading I did was for Leo, I did wonder whether it was for Leo or not, and I decided against it, but I thought I'd pay special attention to it if it did turn up. So the Queen of Pentacles, to me, she's a safe space. These two, you know, snakes and birds are often predator and prey, and she's bringing them together, going, come on, have some snack together, just chill, just, you know, be mates. I always get that with this card. It is just, the universe kind of goes, do you know what, if you want a new job or a new partner or a new haircut or a new way of thinking or to change political alliances, whatever you want to do, and it feels quite frightening and scary, maybe you want to have a baby, maybe you want to adopt, maybe you want to move to another country. All of this is very anxious and frightening. You know, my son has Down syndrome, and he struggles to articulate what's going on in his head. So he'll, what's the word? He'll kind of sit down, he'll stop moving. He's like, I don't want to go any further. And he's like, why not? And eventually have to kind of coax out of him that he's just feeling anxious about, you know, something simple like going on holiday. He's going to stay in a new bed. It makes him feel weird. He's not sure about it. And we all feel that way, you know. Henry's just able to, or less able to articulate it like we do. And that's a really good sign, by the way. And yeah, you know, all the best to Henry for doing it. Right, let's jump in and see what we've got for you, Gemini. It's looking really nice. That's all set up now, isn't it? How pretty is that? Destiny card in the middle is Fate. The train is in the station. Are you going to jump on board? Oh, but there's 3 trains, Steve. Which one is it? Doesn't matter. Just jump on board. Just grab one and go. But I don't know which train to get onto. Not a problem. Just pick a train. Just get on the journey. Just start the adventure. Destiny, the whole point of Destiny is it comes out of left field. There's nothing we can do about it. Might as well embrace it. So your first row, fantastic. It's all major arcana. You've got the Sun card, best card in the deck. Letting your inner child shine through, seeing the joy in everything, you know, sunrise, sunset, and everything in between. Wherever she dances, sunflowers bloom. It's a great card. It lifts the entire tone of the deck. So this is a really good reading, Gemini. You've just sorted for the rest of the year. The Fool has come up in this position a couple of times, actually. 0 is all or nothing. You know, jumping with both feet, go off on the adventure. You've nothing to lose and everything to gain. You know, the whole point of an adventure is it doesn't have to have an end goal. It just has to be an experience. You know, someone said, I'm going to walk from Land's End to John O'Groats. Before I start, I'd say why. But if they did, they'd come back with all sorts of experiences. And, you know, was it about Land's End to John O'Groats, or was it about that day you're walking along the coast and the rain was horizontal, or the time you met that old fella and he told you a joke and you couldn't stop laughing? You know, there's lots of experiences that we have. This is what the Fool does. The Fool is like, let's go and experience this. Let's have some joy and fun. The Hierophant, I'm going to use it from this card. He's got a mask on because he's not a person, it's an idea. So it's a bit like, you know, Bruce Wayne and Batman. If Bruce Wayne died, if no one knew he was Batman, someone could find the Batman cowl and the Batman cave and start all over again. And I think they do that in the comic books. I don't know, I'm not up to speed. But, you know, it's not a person, is it? It's a thing. So this here is, there are people out there who are able to help you if you only ask. Yeah, and they'll help you even more if, following this example here, there's a beehive on top of the staff. Marcus Aurelius, the last of the 5 great Roman emperors, said, if it's not good for the hive, it's not good for the bees. So, and I couldn't agree more. If you're doing something for yourself, you know, and it's selfish and it's insular and it's just for you, it may or may not work. But if you're doing something for, you know, your family or the community or the greater good or the planet, chances are it'll work a lot better. You'll certainly get a lot more buy-in from that. So just remember that. Is it good for you as a bee, or is it good for you as a hive as a bee? And if it's good for the hive, it's good for the bees. And you've got the Tower card up here. And again, I'll read from the actual deck rather than the traditional reading. So if I could just show you this, if I can. Here we go. There we go. There's some grapes and a fox in spot varnish. Down by her feet there's a fox, and there's some grapes. Yeah. The fox has gone past and he's seen the grapes and gone, they look absolutely delicious, I'm going to have those. And try as he might, he just cannot reach them. So then he decides the grapes are sour and walks away. The grapes never changed. The grapes are either always sour or the grapes are either always juicy. You know, his just opinion of them changed. And that, to me, is what the Tower moment is about. There's a moment coming in that's going to be quite life-changing, could be quite cathartic, but it doesn't have to be negative. It could be a negative thing, but it doesn't have to have a negative impact. So really simply, there is a there's a tsunami. A tsunami comes in and washes all the town, all the buildings away. I don't want to get into whether people die or not because I'm using it as a kind of analogy. But say I don't know. You went home today and your house, there was a gas explosion and your house has turned to rubble. Horrible, horrendous. But it allows you to start from ground zero. The insurance kicks in, they build you a brand new house, which is better than the one you had before. And you kind of go, although it was horrible, and I lost that picture of my grandparents, and that was never to be replaced, the good that came out of it outweighs the bad. And sometimes it could be the good that outweighs it doesn't outweigh the bad, but it's a learning experience, and I'm going to use that on my journey as the Fool, because that's what the Fool does. He goes through the tarot and he experiences the cathartic nature of the Tower. He has a Tower moment. It's whipped away from under his feet and he's left with nothing, and then he starts again. He rebuilds, and well, he's left with nothing, but actually he's left with the experience. It's a bit like, you know, when you have a relationship with someone who doesn't work out. So you go out with someone else who's very similar and that doesn't work out, and you go out with someone else and they go, wow, that's very similar to the last person you went out with, and it doesn't work out. The universe is going, you keep doing what you've always done, you'll keep getting what you always got. You know, you would just keep getting the same thing. So it's an experience. It wants you to kind of go, do you know what? That was horrible, but I've learned from it. I'm not doing it again. I'm going to go out with a different kind of person. Oh, look, that's worked. Yeah. Then destiny we've already discussed, and then we come down to the Temperance card. Temperance card is all about balance. You know, the what, blood in milk. It's one of the only archangels. I think there's 3 or 4 in the tarot deck. So the angels are looking after you for the rest of the year. So be aware of that. You know, it's just very nice. I mean, I think they watch everybody all the time, but occasionally they just kind of ramp up the level for someone, and that someone is you for the end of the year. Again, spot varnish on there on top of a head should be, I can't get it to work. There it is. There you go. Boom. Look at that. Spot varnish of the yin and yang symbol. It's about balance. You know, finding the balance in all things. So again, you know, this cathartic moment, you don't want to do a woe is me, or you don't want to go, whoa, thank goodness that's happened. Because these Tower moments could sometimes be very, very happy. For example, winning the lottery would be considered a Tower moment. Losing your grandparents could be a Tower moment, you know, so it could be very happy or very sad. The idea is that we learn from these experiences and move forwards. Then in your last row, you've got the 6 of Pentacles. The 6 of Pentacles is, again, a really interesting card in this deck because it only looks like there's 3. There's 3 coins here. They're all doing really, really well. But there's actually 3 down there that are all dusty and unused. And that's half your wealth, or half your power, or half your intelligence. In fact, that's a really good one. You know, it's literally like using half your brain. Why aren't you using all of your brain? Why aren't you using all of this? So you've got 6 of something, but you're only using 3 of the 6. So, and it's not that literal, by the way. You don't have to go, I've only got 6 pairs of shoes. But again, as an analogy, that works. You've got 6 pairs of shoes. You're wearing 3 pairs that are getting completely worn out and 3 other pairs are box fresh. To what end, you know? And if you go, well, I'm going to sell them later on for lots of money, then that's fine. But you just need to be aware of what it is that you're doing while you're doing it. Down here, the universe, going across here like this, the universe is going, come on, jump into the adventure, time to go and have some fun. This is going to be fate. Something's going to come in from left field. We don't know anything about it. And the result of that is you kind of go, whatever. What do you mean, whatever? It's the universe is trying to show you something. It's trying to give you a kick up the bum. You know, these 4 glasses here, some are very full with water, some are part filled. Maybe one of them's got vodka in, not water. But if you sipped out of all 4 glasses, you would go, they all taste the same. And it's like they don't. You're suppressing some enjoyment here or some behavior. You just want to kind of keep a lid on things. And the universe is actually going, no, one of these is for you. It's definitely for you. So think of it as you've got 4 choices to make, north, south, east and west. And you didn't even know south was an option. You've gone as far south as you can possibly go. You didn't realise there was any more south left. You know, and the universe has gone, oh yeah, there's more south. Yeah, there's more of everything you can possibly want. And then finally, we've got the burden card here, the 9 of Wands. Really, really simply put, you're almost there. Yeah, just hang on in there. After that Tower moment, it could feel really good or really bad. But either way, it's almost done. Just hang on in there. Just keep going. I'm going to clarify now, and then I think I'm going to get myself a coffee and some lunch, because it's that time of day. So, where do we get to now? Come on then. So first up on top of the Destiny card, we have the 2 of Pentacles. That is remain flexible, agile. You know, you're juggling a couple of things at the moment. Just keep doing that. So again, from a Destiny point of view, it would be, you know, fate has come from left field, and you're able to kind of dodge it, deal with it. Yeah. So you're in charge. You're in control there. 9 of Wands. On top here is, 9 of Wands, so it's that burden. There's something that's weighing you down a little bit at the moment. You're almost there. It's slowing you down a little bit as well, with the Knight of Pentacles. Of all the Knights, this is the slowest. It's very, very prepared. I'm very prepared. I'm ready to go. Let's just think about it a little bit longer. It's like, really? Come on, we need to get on with this now. 6 of Wands, triumph and victory. Oops. 5 of Cups, the spilt milk card. Okay. If you feel like something's passed you by or you've missed out on a great opportunity, you need to talk to somebody. They'll put you right, but they'll say the same thing that I'm going to, which is you're looking at what you've lost, not what you've got. You need to look at what you've got. Yeah. You're in a... I mean, basically, you're able to access YouTube, which means you've got access to electronics. You've got some free time, you know. You're not enslaved, you're not in a corrupt country, you're not so poor that you have no electricity, so you're already in a pretty good place. So look at what you've got, not what you've lost, please. Here, the Hanged One on top of the tower, you're going to use this as a learning experience, which is exactly why the universe has put it there. It gives you a tower moment so you can come out the other side and go, okay, I get it now. Page of Pentacles, love this. Focus, determination. Put your eye on the prize, set your eye on the prize, and then get it, and you will get it. Yeah, love that card in the True Black deck. It's my favorite, one of my favorite cards in this deck. But yeah, she's holding that trophy above her head, like, look what I've done, look what I've succeeded at, look at me. It's like, yeah, absolutely brilliant. Love to see that. High Priestess on top of the Temperance, so you're looking at not only balance, but you're also looking at listening to your intuition, listening to your unconscious, the mysteries, the sort of the what ifs. You know, it's a great time for that. So it ties in beautifully with the Fool as well. So you need to, you know, not try to just go with the flow. Don't try too hard to kind of stem anything. You just want to keep going, and just listen to your intuition. If your spidey sense is tingling, then you won't do it. The Fool's not an idiot. He's not going to stand in front of a train, but he might walk down the train tracks because that's the quickest way of getting him where he needs to be. All the time listening out for trains. Yeah, he doesn't get run over by a train. So it's those work in harmony really nicely. And then the Devil on top of the Fool. That's just a warning that just the Fool card is not a get out of jail free card. It's like, well, I had a tarot reading and it got the Fool on it, which means I can do anything. No, you can't. You know, yes, you can go off and have an adventure and do something you've never done before, but, you know, you can't disrespect a country's laws and rules because you go, well, that's not what we do in my country. You know, I'm not going to wear this, or I'm not going to say that, or I'm not going to not get drunk in public. It's like, no, those are the laws there. They have repercussions. So the devil would be very kind of enticing you to do that. Go on, have another drink. Tell them to bugger off. Tell that policeman to stick it. Go on, you know. Be noisy neighbours. You know, the devil is all for that. It wants to cause chaos and disruption. And again, I've always talked about the devil card. It's come up in 3 other readings. If you look at this card, because it's come up in the True Black deck rather than this version, you know, she's chained these people here, but they're willingly being dragged along. You know, she's not that bothered about these. Look at the way she's got her open hand there. If this person stopped and walked away, the devil would go, fair enough. The devil does not knock on our door and come and take us away. He doesn't creep into our bedrooms at night and steal us away. We willingly walk towards the devil, eating donuts and drinking beers. You know, so all you need to do, that's a warning. All it's saying is, by all means, do the fool energy and go off and experience the world within certain parameters. Just, you know, you wouldn't walk down the street completely naked unless you were protesting about something and it was a naked protest. But, you know, normally people would not normally walk down the main street of their town, or a town in another country never been to before, naked, and not wonder if there were going to be repercussions and being surprised if there were. So just temper that kind of frivolity of you know, get out of jail free energy from the fool. Go and have the experience within reason. So then we go back to these cards. So we've got, going back to them. So we've got Shenika, which is from the White Light Oracle. Wolf Spirit, turn knowledge into wisdom. And then we have the Vast Ocean. And I'll just read all those for you. So just keeping it nice and simple. Shenika was the harder one. It was... The spiritual worlds want to help you resolve your worldly concerns. It's safe for you to rely on spirit as a loving, protective, helpful and practical presence, able to positively affect all areas of your life, including facilitating the resolution of physical problems. Don't limit your spirituality to concepts. Instead, apply your higher knowledge and principles, grow your wisdom and live your path. Acknowledge your value as a person, as a soul. Treasure the gift of your path, and let your spirituality integrate with all facets of your life. So it's finding your spiritual center and just letting that come to the surface and be all it needs to be. The wolf spirit, this was nice. I remember this one. Oh dear. Okay, there we go. Be loyal to your dreams, to your soul, and to turning knowledge into wisdom and experience into magic. You are the one you've been waiting for. Be still and know that the sound of your heart beats in harmony with the whole world. The appearance of wolf spirit is an auspicious omen that says you are truly in alignment with your destiny. And then finally we have the unremarkable oracle, which is the Vast Ocean. A place with no landmarks, nowhere to ground, a place where you can potentially travel in any direction or be controlled and carried by strong winds and unseen currents. Choose a direction or remain lost. And then finally, I did that finally before, didn't I? But finally, my oldest deck. I've had this for 30 years. Thank you, Annie. My girlfriend at the time bought me these many moons ago. I will do one last card. And then it's time for a spot of lunch. Page of Pentacles. So the Page of Pentacles, oh, I love this one. We've got it here as well, haven't we? This is that focus and intent. Okay, I'm really happy it's doubled down on this. If you bear with me, I'll see if I can't find her in this card, in this deck as well, because it's my favourite illustration of them all. The Page of Pentacles is about this real determination, real authenticity. She kind of knows what she wants and she's determined to get it, and she does it in such a powerful way with such a beautiful expression on her face. These cards are so thick, by the way, so just bear with me. There's not many to go through now. It's got to be here somewhere. There she is. There you go. So this is the Page of Pentacles. If you've ever been with my channel and seen this for a while, you know this is one of my favourite cards. She's naked, she's unafraid, she's pulling herself up one-handed for the things she really wants. This is your card. You know, it's there. it wanted me to get this out of here and show you this as well. So that's all 3 versions of the same card. You know, it's that lovely. It's explained better in this one and this one than this. I don't think the pages are very well rendered in the Rider-Waite, if I'm entirely honest. This one, she's got it above her head. She's succeeded. She's got that card. She's got that prize, sorry. So I'd love to see this. I do wonder if I should do some reading, do some videos of how different cards make the message sound completely different. So here, you know, she's succeeded. She's got what it is that she wanted. She's got a lovely serene expression on her face. Same here as well. And what gets me about this is, one, she's unclothed, so she's naked, she's unafraid, she's nothing to worry about. And she's pulling herself up one-handed. That's really hard to do. But she's doing it in such a way like she knows she's going to succeed. There you go. That's what you need to take away from this. Whatever happens over the next 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks, you are going to succeed. Have a fantastic end of the year. Thank you so much for being here on the channel. Really appreciate you. Hopefully I'll see more of you again in 2023. So until then, have a great one, and I'll speak to you soon. Take care.